Okay, bet. I got this lip reader translation from Yahoo Sports to try to understand what happened here in context. But they was going back and forth, had some bad defensive plays. Draymond was playing terrible, and he comes to the sideline and tells Steve Kerr, "F you." Moses Moody here is kind of trying to calm him down. Come on, man. Come on, Dre. Chill out, dog. It's all good, right? And you know, Steve Kerr standing on this square right there, and he's asking him, "Yo, how am I supposed to coach you, Dre?" You know what I'm saying? And if I can't talk to you, then bro, go home. You know what I'm saying? And as we see here, Draymond say, "All right, well, bye." You know what I'm saying? So Draymond goes back to the locker room. He eventually returns back to the bench in street clothes like Anthony Davis, but he does not return to the game. So I think that's probably pretty accurate account of what happened there. You know what I'm saying? And let's make this clear. Me, I am a bandwagon, official bandwagon Warriors fan. To be more specific about my athletic alliances, I'm a devoted Steph Curry fan. So I got to figure out what's going on here with Draymond Green, man. I needed to see what happened with this Steve Kerr versus Draymond Green disagreement altercation. You know what I'm saying? Now, Steve Kerr took the heat and responsibility for, his part of the exchange. Draymond, I think, took some form of accountability. I'm not really sure. But, now the entire program, I feel like, is in jeopardy. The Warriors are in shambles right now. And, I rock with that boy, Draymond Green. I like him as a basketball player. I also like him as a media personality. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that I like most about Draymond Green is Steph Curry. I didn't care when he punched out Jordan Poole. I think Jordan Poole maybe had deserved that. You know what I'm saying? He was talking. I didn't care when he went off on KD. KD was about to dip out anyways. You know what I'm saying? He was acting like he ain't gonna resign the deal, resign the contract. So hey. And Draymond and Steph Curry did win the championship since KD left. Further emphasizing Draymond's statement to KD, we don't need you, bruh. Facts. And I really don't care right now that he going off on Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? They probably been going back and forth and, fighting off and on for years. The only difference now is the cameras were there and we can kind of see it. That was the only difference with the Jordan Poole situation is the cameras there and we could see it. But I think the Warriors are a very aggressive organization, like on some hazing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody even turn around and flinch when Jordan Poole got punched down. And let's not act like Steve Kerr is some softy or something like that. He is an NBA champion as a basketball player as well as a coach. Let's not act like Steve Kerr is not a legend for punching down the basketball god himself, Michael Jordan, right in his mouth. Come on, man. Steve Kerr know how to handle himself. So we're going to have to see how this one plays out. But before I dip, this was last year in June.
And Carroll attacking again. And that's not bad defense, but it's a foul and a finish. And you just see the strength where you're not going to stop him.
The Suggs cross pass with him. It's kind of what the Warriors do with a ball screen. Now you get a tech here.
Draymond's going to get a tee after Wiggins got the foul. So if you got a field goal, the free throw, and a technical free throw, Draymond's got to be careful here. He already down Kuminga.
Well,
and this was an important game if I remember. Like, win or go home, we trying to make the playoffs. That's why Steph Curry is like really like, yo. We talked about this. You gave me your word you wasn't tripping today, dog. You know what I'm saying? Relax, buddy. You didn't already cost me a championship ring. Relax.
He's gone. He just got ejected.
And there he goes. He gets ejected. I'm pretty sure the Warriors lost this game if I remember, and it compromised their attempts to make a run.
All the size they got.
And ultimately cost my boy a ring.
Steph was trying to calm him down along with
My goodness.
some of the other Warriors.
Now,
To no avail.
this is why I think it's a problem, a real problem. They're like, yo, calm down, Steph. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But they know Draymond told him he was going to chill today. And he going to come out here act a fool, costing us points off the legacy. And
first. So
Steph is really crying right here. Really crying, really emotional, really heartbroken, really hurt. I think it's been a long journey for the Warriors dealing with Draymond. That's the ups and the downs. Championships and the embarrassment and shame that some of his behavior has caused. And as a Warriors fan, bandwagon Warrior fan, real Steph Curry fan, I am willing to entertain the idea of this boy Draymond moving around right now. It might be time to do a fundamental rebuild. Clay is gone. We might have 1 or 2 years to build around Steph again. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how this plays out for sure.